Okay, go live. All right, so we're back live. Sorry about that, guys. I think sorry about that. Sorry, it seems that YouTube completely took down the stream for some reason. YouTube took down stream. I couldn't chat, and the stream was taken off straight away. Okay, so let's try again. Let me go back to. That's a great shame. That's weird. Maybe because I spoke about. Okay, let me transition over and go back to the watch party. There we go. And then hopefully they won't remove it again. I hope. I also took off the advertising as well. So hopefully, maybe that's why they took it down, because I had my ads switched on as well. Okay, let me go to live. There we go. Part 2 watch party. Okay. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. Very, very sorry. Not quite sure what happened. Basically, YouTube just completely removed the video, the live stream. Like, they just completely removed it. So it's possible that they said the reason was because there was some scam things, or there was some I went against the copyright thing. So I don't know whether it's because we're streaming the actual show. It's possible, or because I had the advertising switched on. I don't know. So anyway, we just try again. I turned off the ads, and you know, let's just hope that now there's no problems whatsoever. Let me just put the sound back on so you guys can actually hear the audio from the
simply not possible before. Like,
and then I will transition.
It enables
over.
the new Mac Pro to do things
All right, there we
simply
go. We're
not
back.
possible before, like render Disney's Moana Island scene with massive geometry and textures. Another reason is M2 Ultra's Media Engine, which accelerates video processing. The Intel-based Mac Pro does this using Afterburner, a card that can play 3 streams of 8K ProRes video. Now, every Mac Pro has Afterburner performance built in. And not just one, but the performance of 7 Afterburner cards. It's incredible. In fact, when using 6 video I/O cards, Mac Pro can ingest 24 4K camera feeds and encode them to ProRes in real time, all on a single machine. And the wide array of advanced connectivity on Mac Pro gets even better with 8 built-in Thunderbolt ports, 6 on the back and 2 on the top, which is twice as many as before. Finally, Mac Pro brings PCI expansion to Apple Silicon. It features 6 open expansion slots that support Gen 4, which is 2 times faster than before.
It's
so
possible that I
users
might
can
also
customize
have
Mac
to
Pro
remove
with essential
myself. So
cards,
let me do that.
including audio and video
I
I/O,
just want to be very,
networking, and storage.
very
Finally,
careful.
it's available in both tower and
Let me
rack
just
mount
remove.
enclosures. So that's the
Okay,
new
there we go.
Mac
Let me
Pro,
remove my
powered
video
by
when
Apple
I
Silicon.
transition over
With
to this screen. I
incredible
think it's
M2
best I just
Ultra
leave it as is,
performance,
just in
tremendous
case you remove it.
connectivity, and the versatility of PCI expansion, it takes even the most demanding workflows to a whole new level. Now, back to John.
Today we've announced not just one, but the 2 most powerful Macs we've ever made. Mac Studio with M2 Max still starts at $19.99, an incredible value for pro users. And with huge...
So welcome back, everybody, to the stream. Welcome back to VR Essentials. We're doing the watch party today of the WWDC 2023 event that's going on. And basically, very sorry to those who were interrupted. YouTube just took down my video completely out of nowhere. I'm not quite sure what happened. But basically, yeah, that's what occurred. So very sorry about that. I think it could have been because I had the advertising switched on. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I took off the ads. I took myself off also on the screen itself. where I show the actual WWDC, so there's no, hopefully no copyright infringement or whatever. So they still haven't announced anything or spoken anything about a VR headset. However, Tim Cook is talking again now, so let's go live to what he's saying.
Personal computer, and I couldn't be more excited about its future. And it's the integration of our hardware and software that brings our amazing products to life. Our software platforms enable our developers to do their amazing work, as well as provide incredible experiences for our users. So to tell you what's new with our software platforms, here's Craig.
Let's start with iOS. This year, we looked across the entire iPhone experience to provide delightful new features that make the things you do on iPhone more personal and intuitive.
All right, so guys, they're still not talking about the VR headset. They're talking about iOS stuff. So we're really I mean, this watch party is all about the VR experience, to be honest with you. I have a suspicion that they're going to talk about all the VR stuff at the end. I could be wrong. I will keep my ears, peeled to what they're saying for sure. And so there are some of the things that we are allegedly, that are rumors. First of all, the headset might cost between $2,000 to $3,000 US. That's one of the first things that we know. Secondly, it's supposed to be made of carbon fiber. I mean, that's pretty cool. And also aluminium. So those are the materials supposedly that are being used inside of the headset. Allegedly, it's also supposed to be curved and not flat, which basically has apparently, allegedly again, created some issues for the people who are building it to actually put the parts inside, because it's been very, very tricky to do so. The other thing is that apparently, allegedly, it will have an external battery pack, meaning that you will not have the battery on the strap itself. You'll have the battery with a cord that you put in your pocket, or you put on some kind of fashion thing that you put on your shoulder or whatever. We're not quite sure how that's going to work. The other thing allegedly is that it will be 5,000 nits, which, just to give you some idea, the current HoloLens is only a few hundred nits, and also the Pico 4 is only a few hundred nits. So it's going to be way brighter than anything that is currently available, basically. And then also allegedly it's going to be called Reality OS, or Reality Pro. So we're not sure if that's the definite name for it, or whether it will have a different name, of course. And also allegedly they will only make about 300,000 units, or up to 500,000 units. They're not looking to sell too many of them, and they're trying to focus more on the enterprise market and not so much the consumer market. So they're going to be basically competing against HTC XR Elite, because that headset is in the $1,500 US bracket. They're going to be competing with the Oculus Quest Pro, of course, which is also in the $1,600 US bracket. They're going to be competing with the Varjo, I admit, because Varjo is extremely, one of the biggest brands in VR today, right? So at the end of the day, although they're not standalone, they are, they're PC VR, but Varjo are huge. These guys make their VR headsets for NASA. They have astronauts wearing their VR headsets to train to go to space. It's absolutely amazing what they do, amongst a ton of other things that they develop as well. So yeah, really, really interesting stuff. I'm keeping my eyes peeled onto the screen just to make sure that, they're not talking about the VR stuff, but they're still not talking about that. They're talking about messages on the iOS device. So to be honest with you, it's not VR stuff, so I'm not showing that right now at this moment in time. We do know that Upload VR are at the WWDC event right now. So in fact, let me just go and check. Let me just put the screen halfway. There we go. And then I'll put this halfway there. There we go. Let's go to Upload VR's website. Okay, so Upload VR are actually at the event itself at the moment. Okay, let me do this so I don't get any copyright infringements in case I show something next to it. So they are actually at the WWDC event itself. I didn't actually watch this trailer, so let's check out this trailer. Oh, this is the actual, okay. This is the event that's happening at the moment, okay. So Apple hasn't directly said they will announce an AR or VR device today. So that is right, guys. They haven't actually confirmed that they are actually going to announce a VR AR headset today. They haven't confirmed it. Like, they haven't said we are going to announce it. However, they, you know, with all the media and everything that's been going on in the media lately, basically, you know, we think that they will be, you know, announcing the actual VR headset today. So that's what we think, but they haven't actually directly said that they will. So that's why they said, but multiple sources, including Bloomberg, Mark Garman, the information Wayne Ma, and supply chain analyst Mincha Kuo have all pointed to today as the reveal of the headset itself. So still no headset reveal at the moment, though. They're still talking about the iOS stuff, so I can watch that in a recap video on YouTube later, to be honest, instead of watching for a whole hour about iOS stuff. Trademarked XR OS as well as Reality Pro. So, you know, allegedly it will be called Reality Pro, basically. Okay, so the headset reportedly features a thin and light design with a carbon fiber frame and a tethered waist-mounted battery pack. So that's what we were talking about earlier. Color-through pass-through for AR, hand tracking, and eye tracking, and face tracking. Wow, that would be amazing. So allegedly it has hand, eye, and face tracking, guys. That would be really, really cool if indeed that's what's really going to be happening, you know, and it has those kind of technologies. I think that would be really, really amazing. And then also environment meshing. Wow, okay, so basically like LiDAR scanning. I'm not quite sure whether that's what it means or not. And potentially even body tracking. Wow, so we do know that cameras now have the technology through just having it on your face. It can scan your entire body. So, you know, that's really, really amazing. You know, if the actual VR headset, Reality OS headset will be able to do that, then I think that will be really, really amazing. Allegedly, it will be OLED, micro displays, 120 degrees field of view, pancake lenses, and as so it was mentioned before, the M2 chipset used in its latest MacBook. So that is really awesome. If it's really going to be using the M2 chipset, now that's going to be really, really, really interesting. All right, they're still talking about the iPhone, so we're not missing out on anything at the moment. And 4K OLED micro display, so that will be really amazing. Although I have to say, with the HP Reverb G2, even it's using double LCD screen, but the blacks are really black. Like when you're in VR with the HP Reverb G2, it's just absolutely frigging amazing. Compared to Pico 4 or the Quest 2, I imagine, you don't really get dark black. You get gray, dark grays. Okay, and 120 degree field of view. So that's pretty sizable. All right, let's go back to the event now and just follow through on what's actually going on there. All right, let me go back.
In all new ways, starting with how you swap your number with someone new. Today, you either hand your phone to them or one of you dictates your information while the other types it. Now, there's a better way. Name drop. With Name Drop, you can just bring your phones close together. You'll see the same contact poster we talked about for phone calls, and you can easily choose the phone numbers and email addresses you want to share along with it. And share them just like that. And to make exchanging contacts even more convenient, you can use Name Drop with an iPhone and an Apple Watch too. And we're also using this same gesture to make it easier than ever to airdrop content and even kick off shared experiences. When you want to share the stunning photos you took on your latest adventure, again, just bring your phones close together. It's that simple. And for those times when someone is sending over a ton of photos or a large video file and you need to step away, you can now leave airdrop range and your content will continue to send securely in full quality over the internet. You can also bring your devices together to instantly kick off a shared activity using SharePlay. Like when you're going for a run and want to share some music to stay on the same beat. And for developers, this will work automatically for apps that support SharePlay. So you can bring your phones together to watch the same live stream on Twitch, or jump into a coding game together with Emoji. It's never been easier to share. Next, let's talk about some enhancements that will make text input even more intelligent with the keyboard and dictation. iOS 17 brings big updates to the intelligence in the keyboard that improve the experience every time you type. It starts with the feature at the core of typing accurately on iPhone, autocorrect. Autocorrect is powered by on-device machine learning, and over the years, we've continued to advance these models. The keyboard now leverages a transformer language model, which is state-of-the-art for word prediction, making autocorrect more accurate than ever. And with the power of Apple Silicon, iPhone can run this model every time you tap a key. Autocorrect is also getting more capable, with a refreshed design to better support you as you type. Sentence-level autocorrections can fix more types of grammatical mistakes. If an autocorrection isn't quite what you wanted, tapping the underlined word shows what you originally typed, with the option to quickly revert back to it. And in those moments where you just want to type a ducking word, well, the keyboard will learn it too. When it comes to speeding up your typing, predictive text already helps you quickly finish, add, or change a word. And now you'll get predictions in line as you type. So finishing a word, or even the whole sentence, is as easy as tapping the spacebar. And predictions improve based on the phrases and words you use, so they're more personalized. Another core part of the keyboard is dictation, which gets a new transformer-based speech recognition model that leverages the neural engine to make dictation even more accurate. These updates make typing on iPhone better than ever. Last, let's talk about some exciting new experiences we're bringing to iOS 17, starting with a new way to reflect on and relive special moments. Here's Aditi to tell you more.
Being reminded of life's special moments is a really powerful thing. For instance, we often hear about how much people love watching memory movies created from their photos. So we wanted to create a new way to help people not only remember, but also write about their experiences, inspired by rich details from their day, including people, places, activity, and even music, in addition to photos. Today, we're excited to introduce Journal, a brand new app coming to iPhone later this year. Journaling is a great way to practice gratitude and has been shown to improve your well-being. Journal makes it easy to get started and enjoy these benefits. Using on-device machine learning, your iPhone can create personalized suggestions of moments to inspire your writing. Suggestions will be intelligently curated from information on your iPhone, like your photos, location, music, workouts, and more. And you control what to include when you enable suggestions and which ones to save to your journal. And for developers, suggestions will be available as an API, so they can be used in their apps too. Some suggestions are personalized and some are reflection prompts to inspire writing across a range of themes. You can pick any of them to start a new journal entry. Let's look at this one of a trip. It includes where you went, the music you listened to, and photos you took there. You can add these to your journal in one tap. And when you do, there's even a writing prompt like, what was the highlight of your visit? So it's easy to get started. As you capture life's precious moments, you can mark important ones and revisit them later to help you find new insights or set new goals. And to stay consistent, you can schedule notifications for the start or end of your day to remind you to write and to tell you when new suggestions are available. Of course, your suggestions and entries are incredibly personal, and Journal is designed to keep them private. With on-device processing, end-to-end encryption, and the ability to lock your journal, no one but you can access it, not even Apple. So that's Journal. And now, back to Craig.
Journal will be a great way to preserve rich and powerful memories and practice gratitude. Now, I'm really excited to tell you about another new experience coming to iOS 17.